Hey guys, I'm at Design and Construction Week. This is the KBIS Hall, the North Hall in Las Vegas Convention Center. Right behind me is the Oatey booth, and they've got some new products that we're going to highlight in this video. I'm really excited to see something, a whole new sink drain. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm super excited. Come watch with me. Hey Jordan, how you doing, man?
Good, how about you?
Good, good. So tell me about this. This is the pop-down drain. Now, as a plumber, I've installed pop-ups, I don't know, at least 1,000 of them over the years. This is completely different than anything I've ever seen, and I'm excited to learn about it. Let's tell everybody watching what this is.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've designed an aesthetically appealing product from the sink basin, starting with that. It's all machined brass and all the standard finishes. So it's appealing to the customer, the general consumer.
Appealing because it's like all flush mounted. You don't have anything sticking up. Yes. This is in the open position, or
yes.
It's closed.
Yes, and so it's in the open position.
No way, but it's flush. Okay. So now we push it down and that's stopped. That's the stopper.
Yep, that's when you'll get your seal. And then it's actually easier to clean. So there's captured mechanical mechanism inside of this plastic assembly, which is not going to cause debris buildup. It's not going to cause degradation of the mechanism over time. It's going to last a lot longer, and that's just going to be a huge benefit to the end consumer.
And you didn't have to have any tools to pull that apart. That's really interesting. So I'm looking at it, physically it's smaller than most pop-ups because we don't have that lever action.
Yes.
Kind of getting away from those with most faucet installations now.
Yep.
And that flush mount, I'm still blown away that that's the open position, guys. And so it does really look nice, and you're not wrong. You've got a few different finishes, but I want to reiterate what you just said a minute ago, machined brass. Why did you go that route?
So durability. Finishes are notorious for degradation over time. You put chemicals down there. Any exposure, even to household bleach, can cause that finish to fail over time. And so what we've done is started with a good base, solid base material, and then it built on top of that with a finish that's actually going to last.
And it's electroplated
and with some secondary post-process finishing that's going to allow for additional protection.
Is this the nickel?
So that is going to be brushed nickel, yes.
Brushed nickel, that's a nice looking finish. Of course, matte black, and you're not going to leave out chrome.
No.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, matte black's like one of the most popular finishes now.
Yeah.
So you walk around the show, we're seeing it everywhere. It's not new, it's been out for quite a while.
Yes, quite some time.
But so I'm assuming you're gonna be stocked up on those right away.
Yeah, so we're starting with matte black, brushed nickel, and chrome, but we are looking at expanding it to other finishes post-launch.
So I'm looking at this body, right? And so this is an 1.25" tailpiece, standard for a lav connection. And this is mechanical, right? So you're gonna tighten in from the top down. A couple things I noticed right away when I look at the product and I'm holding it in my hand. This is knurled, so I don't have to get a pair of channies on there.
Nope.
I can just grab this and hand tighten. So we don't have to go tighter than that with a drain like this.
Simple hand tight installation and plumber's putty or silicone for the top.
Right, and you've got you call it universal in the sense that you've built into this. We're gonna make some noise.
Yeah.
No, as I unscrew this, I notice that this, the drain body, the finish piece is really long, so you can accommodate a big wide variety of sink materials. But I noticed too, you've got this intermediary piece, that could come off if you've got a thicker sink base, right?
Yep, so we took into consideration that there's things out there that are as thin as a 1/4" piece of glass, like your fancy glass basins, all the way up to your cast iron sinks that are a little bit thicker and have put a rugged base on them too, which is traditionally hard to seal against. So we've integrated. This is
different though right here.
Yes.
What is that? Look at that on the camera. You've got those notches in there. What's that all about?
So that is patented technology. So that is where we get the overflow, non-overflow compatibility in a single SKU. So traditionally, you're looking at having 2 separate SKUs on your truck, and really the design principle that we were working towards was how do we simplify the product for the plumber, the guy who's stocking his truck with 2 separate SKUs. We built that down into one using our patented technology.
So now all we have to worry about is color, the finish.
The finish.
That's really cool, Jordan. Thanks for showing me that. I'm interested to see new products come to the market, especially when they're universal. They kind of fit a wider application. Yeah. They're not so honed in on just like one application. I like that. That's very cool.
Trying to innovate without being gimmicky.
You've got one installed over here. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
All right, Jordan, so you've got a couple lavs mocked up here. I see the drain, the pop down, but you've got another product in the Oatey booth here is the space-saving kits for the tubular stuff. let's just take a look and compare the two guys. So standard rough in here, you've got your tubular drain set up directly below the trap. Here's that pop down drain.
Yep.
Everybody that's owned a sink or lived in a place that had a sink knows what this looks like.
Yeah, you want to shove as much as possible underneath there.
Shove as much as possible. I know as a plumber, I'm constantly emptying these out. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get to the plumbing. But you guys have come up with a whole lineup of kits for, you're calling it the space saving?
Yeah, so it's the Dearborn Space Saving Tubular Kits is what we're calling it. Kind of a mouthful. It can be consolidated down into a 4 SKU assortment. So you've got single bowl lav, single bowl kitchen, double bowl without disposer, and double bowl with disposer.
Okay, so you're covering 99% of applications.
Yes.
And what we're talking about, guys, is just check this out. So instead of having the tailpiece come directly off of the pop down and go into the P-trap, we're being able to offset that. Now we can actually maximize storage space. This still meets code requirements.
Yes.
In fact, we've been doing this for a long time for like ADA and stuff like that. Now you've opened it up and said, hey, we should be able to do this everywhere, right?
Yeah, so we were seeing it in the field, we were hearing it through VOC, and wanted to deliver a solution that was kitted in a way that it could be grab and go for the plumber. You don't have to source 15 different components. It's all in one kit, ready to go for you guys on your truck.
I love it. I love it. And I like this display, being able to see it. I could take this apart.
Yeah.
I don't even need tools.
Hand tight.
I love it. Jordan, thanks a lot, man. This is a lot of interesting, cool stuff. You've got some pipe hangers over there. I'm going to go meet up with one of your colleagues, finish out this video, but I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Hey, Oatey's got a whole bunch of new pipe supports.
We do.
You guys have always had pipe supports, though. It's not new to your product catalog.
Correct.
But you kind of answered some questions that were out there, like, hey, we need some new innovations. We got doing different materials than when you guys were like originally kind of supplying supports for. So you're answering a lot of questions from us out in the field. Can you just give us a run through what you're doing?
Absolutely. So we filled some holes in our pipe support category with 52 SKU programs. 52? 52 SKUs.
That's a lot of new products.
It is a lot of new products. We first came out with a couple of different in-wall stub-out bracket and kit solutions. We have a sliding wall bracket.
This is really nice. I like this kind of bracket because you got multiple mounting points.
Correct.
And then you know, do you have like maybe 2 SKUs for like wide?
Yes, so we have
16,
the standard,
24.
Yep, standard studs and then the wider stud lengths.
Okay.
And it's very versatile. So we sell it as a kit, and then you can also buy it as the bracket by itself. Because of these multiple hole options, you can essentially assemble any clamp onto these.
Yeah, this kind of bracket's really nice and easy to work with, especially because you're not having to cut anything or anything like that. You've got some other wall brackets here that are just kind of adjustable but not sliding, right?
Correct. This is what we're calling our light angled wall bracket. We also sell it as a kit with the stub out options, or we sell it as the bracket itself. And it's got these 4 adjustable ears for however you want to install it within the stud bay.
Okay. And I see you've got some bend supports for PEX. So you're going to be able to buy this like as a kit with the supports as well?
Yep.
Depending on what kind of piping you're working with?
Absolutely. And it's sold separately. And I have to say that compared to a lot of the competition out in the market, these are the most friendly to use.
For sliding the pipe in?
Correct.
They can be difficult.
Yes, easy.
Another thing you guys are showing on display, this is kind of a small one, you've got a larger one down here. I love this style of bracketry. What do you guys call this?
We're calling it the self-closing pipe clamp.
Self-closing pipe. What a great name for it.
I know.
Not bracketry, okay. So how this works, guys, is really cool. You just take your pipe, okay, you've got your open bracket or clamp, and you just push it in, and it's going to click. Could you hear that on the microphone? How cool is that? I'm going to do it again. So we get it ready, Lane? Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Love it. So when you hear that click, one click, you can still move it. It's secure.
Yep.
A second click,
you're in
now
there.
it's not going to move.
Yep. And then I always get the question of like what if I need to undo it? You just press in a little bit, and you can either use your thumb or a flathead.
Yeah, it's not hard to pull out of there.
Just take it out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I like that. So I also see you can join them together.
So we offer 3 different accessories with these self-closing clamps. This is called the dual wall bracket. So these clamps slide into that dual wall bracket, offering you perfect spacing for your water lines.
Nice. Yeah, easier to work on when they're not jammed in together.
Correct.
Okay, and I see
you have to cut and measure and all that kind of stuff. So.
You see, you've got them in larger sizes, so like CTS size
and
IPS. Okay,
all the way up to 4-inch.
Okay, and some new strut stuff.
Yes.
What's cool about the strut stuff for you guys? Like you're saying, it's a little bit different.
Well, it's cool for us because we're dabbing our toe into the commercial area.
Yeah.
And then we have the strut clamps and we have the cushion clamps.
I love a cushion clamp myself.
Let's reduce some noise, right?
Reduce some noise and get a really good solid grip on it without having that metal to metal contact.
And they're plenum rated.
Plenum rated, and also allows you to use this on different materials as well.
Yep.
So like we're not worried about any kind of galvanic corrosion and things like that.
Right.
Nice for stocking on the van or in the warehouse. I can use one clamp, multiple uses.
Perfect. Yep.
I love that. And I also see that it's all kind of one piece, so you don't have to worry about multiple pieces.
Yep. It's a one-piece design, super easy installation, and the screw head allows you to use whatever tool you have on hand, hex, flathead, Phillips. So it's a super easy install, reduces a lot of frustration. Also, this guy, the strut clamp, installs on a strut, installs on a threaded rod, or right onto your surface because it's got a screw head
That's fantastic. You guys are thinking of a lot of new stuff and answering some questions, some holes that we had out there in the field we couldn't source the right stuff for. Well, Melissa, I do appreciate it. Thanks for showing me everything in the booth.
Yeah, absolutely, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, guys, check out Oatey's website and all the new products. You're going to see lots of stuff on our website, mechanicalhub.com, with the press releases, new product listings. Check out our e-newsletter. It goes out every single week where you get to see more on new products like this from the Kitchen to Bath Show. Guys, I'm Eric Oatey from mechanicalhub.com. Have a good day.